A walk among the stars, the monsters, the paranormal, and supernatural. Join your tour guides, Justin and Josh, on this cryptic journey through life and beyond. What you may not know is you've been on this journey for a long time, and you finally arrived. Join us and our cult by subscribing to this podcast and giving us a generous 5-star rating. With doing so, your soul will be set and the afterlife defined. Welcome to It's Cryptic Out There.
Welcome back to It's Cryptic Out There. I am your host, Justin. Alongside with me is the fellow cult member and my girl, Julia.
Say that.
What do you mean?
Cult member.
Oh yeah, that's right. My mom, late at night, messaged me saying, you shouldn't call this podcast a cult. People will think that it's an actual cult.
How late did she message you that?
This was like at 11 p.m. And I was asleep, so I woke up to it. And she was like, God wouldn't like that. I'm just like, Mom, we're not a bad cult. We're not killer cults.
We're an okay one.
We're a good cult. We're a good cult. You know?
Yeah.
So,
is there such thing as a cool cult, though?
We'll be the first. We'll be the first. We will be the first.
I didn't agree to this.
So, Josh isn't here today. He is currently maintaining a succubus, if you know what I mean. But yeah. he's got his hands full tonight. So, it's me and Julia. And we wanted to have just a fun fill-in episode before part 3 of the Jerry Smith story because it's still in development and just still trying to gather up all the research that we can to make a solid part 3. But in the meantime, we got a Cryptic Hotline call. But before we get to that, we have some bizarre, random local news that Julia will share with us. Julia?
So, this morning on I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Giles County Happenings Facebook page.
This is local, for those who aren't local with this area.
I guess it's pretty sad that this is like the craziest thing that's happened in a while. But I'm not going to show a picture of it because it could upset somebody. But they posted a picture of not just a dead cat, but them gripping it, like holding it like this. And it says, found on Route 100, does this belong to you? And it's just her holding the dead cat.
The cat's like in rigor mortis right now.
Yeah, it looks like it's been taxidermied. It's just like frozen.
Yeah.
It feels bad to laugh at it.
But still.
But the way, it's really the comments
post.
for me. I'm not going to say names because I think this would embarrass the people that, I don't know.
And it's just, ethically appropriate not to.
One person commented and said, not mine, but is he okay? And then somebody responded back and said, it's dead. Let's see here. Yeah, just really like a lot of comments being like, is it dead? What's wrong with it? Is it okay? It's since been deleted, so don't try and go look for it because it's not going to be on there. But what will be on there is an updated post from one of the page admins saying that Kittens dead and alive have been found dropped along 46 and Route 100. I don't like it either. That's the hard facts today, people. Skipping over and deleting don't make it go away. Just watch out, and if you find one, don't just leave it. So it seems like this is a common issue right now.
Dead cats?
In our area, dead cats. Oh, hold on, I'll go back to the post because in the comments people were agreeing with this person.
Right.
Saying that they too in random parts of the county. Like somebody said that on Stockpen Road in Nero's, they have been seeing a bunch lately. Let's see. Yeah, just a bunch of other people agreeing and saying that they've also been noticing the same thing. A lot of dead cats recently. So seems like there's a cat killer going around.
Well, I listened to a podcast today on Ed Kemper. I don't know if you know who that is, but he was a serial killer, and
Of course.
yeah, and they were talking about how before serial killers start killing people, they start out with animals, and
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, and Ed Kemper, he had this fetish of killing females, and there's this study where serial killers kill cats, mostly cats, because cats seem to embody like the female aspect. Have you ever heard of that? Like
No,
a cat's
but it
more
makes
of like a
sense.
female aspect to
Like feminine energy.
Yeah.
And what dogs are like masculine
Yeah.
energy. Okay.
So hopefully Giles County doesn't have an Ed Kemper.
Well, I feel like when it's a serial killer that's growing up and starting to experiment in killing cats, it's like one or two, and it might like stick one of its heads or something in a jar and keep it in the garage to stare at late at night. But like, this is a lot of cats.
God.
This is a lot of cats.
So we have a cat serial killer on our hands, possibly.
Mass murderer.
Mass murderer
Yeah.
of cats.
Hide your cats, people.
It's Cryptic Out There. Yeah, we just wanted to share some of that because it really caught us off guard on the Facebook, or Spacebook as people call it.
Shout out to Carl.
Oh yeah. That's just like a us thing, I guess. Yeah. Nobody knows what you're talking about. Okay. So
Okay.
if Carl's listening, shout out to you. So we got a hotline call. I haven't heard this yet. So I will be surprised just as you all will be. I'm gonna go ahead and play it, and then we will give our thoughts on it. So let's play it right now.
I would like to start off by saying that I am a big fan of the podcast. You guys are wonderful. Okay, so I was watching TV in my room with my boyfriend at the time when he starts to notice something out of the corner of his eye. He said he had been seeing it for a while, but thought his mind was messing with him. So when he finally points it out to me, I look and see a bunch of tiny little orbs flying around in the corner of my room near the ceiling. For anyone that might not know what an orb is, it's a small ball of light. I was shocked, and I didn't know what to think about it. They then started to fly at us and disappear into the wall behind us. This happened in 2017, and to this day, I still have no clue what to make of that. I haven't had anything happen to me since.
Yes, it's weird that it just abruptly ended. Like it hasn't like continued on with this.
I thought you meant the end of the voicemail for a second. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, yeah, that too. It kind of ended abruptly.
Now that you mention it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the call, and thanks for the kind words at the beginning of it. So, this caller was talking about how
She said they were like sitting in her room.
sitting in her room watching TV,
Yeah.
and her boyfriend at the time was, I guess, freaking out beside her, and she noticed, like, hey, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
And then she glanced over and saw, how many orbs did she say? A bunch of tiny little orbs flying around in the corner of my room near the ceiling.
Some Pixie Hollow type stuff.
That is some Ghost Adventures type stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced anything paranormal, Julia?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah. Have you ever been to, like, haunted places?
Yeah, I've been to a lot.
Like what?
Like abandoned houses for one.
That are allegedly haunted, or just...
Yeah, some of them that are allegedly. I've been to like some places that are allegedly haunted.
Okay. Have you been to St. Albans Sanatorium?
Yeah. Never really experienced anything in like places that people say that they have or that you should.
Right.
So, I don't know. I still believe in it though.
Yeah. First time I really experienced anything paranormal was at St. Albans. My hair actually got pulled. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was, apparently they called it the alcohol room for, I guess, alcoholics. I don't know. And they told me that Johnny Cash once was there. Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I don't know. Yeah.
Hold on.
We'll have to fact check that. But,
I would be very shocked if that was true.
right. But, I even have videos on YouTube of my, experience there. And yeah, we were in the so-called alcohol room, and, I wander off by myself just to record some footage. And all of a sudden it felt like somebody just, gradually just pulled my hair back here like that.
Oh.
Yeah. So that, and then, leaving St. Albans and then editing the videos, I captured several things that were a little, cryptic. Have you found anything?
I see one article that says, hold on, I scrolled over it, give me a second, that there was a patient there that liked to smoke and listen to Johnny Cash, but that's it.
So maybe.
Which is fair. Maybe like that story was mentioned to somebody one time and it just got misconstrued over time.
Yeah, over time it was,
Yeah.
oh, Johnny Cash was actually there.
Yeah. He was here in this room. He wrote Folsom Prison Blues in this place.
That's
Really?
great. Really?
Yeah, my uncle was staying just down the hall at the time.
You when you go into character. So this caller, I would like to know, like, more about, like, what was your reaction afterwards? I mean, like, you mentioned it never happened. Yeah, you mentioned that it never happened again, but have you ever experienced something paranormal like that, like, before? Did your boyfriend at the time ever experience more about it? If you would like to continue this, you can call the hotline, text 540-358-1583.
Yeah, let us know.
But I believe you, because I believe that stuff, for sure. Because I've experienced some weird stuff. But I want to experience, like, more extreme. Like, I want something extreme to happen. For me to be like, hey, this is what happened to me.
You want that?
Yeah.
That's scary.
It is. But I want it. So, thanks for calling, and hopefully we'll hear back from you again at some point. So, for the last part of this episode, this is going to be a fairly short episode, just a little fill-in, like I said at the beginning. It was a couple of weeks ago, it was either a week or 2 weeks ago, that an article came out of a UFO chases man filming a space fence in Texas. Actually, no, this was yesterday. I have this mixed up.
Okay.
Because both of these stories happen in Texas. So I'm curious, what's going on in Texas?
They don't want us to know.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
I will come back to that story, but this one happened a week or 2 weeks ago. A zoo, a Texas zoo. I'm thinking of Tiger King. Do you know what a chupacabra is?
I've heard of it. What do they look like?
Well, here's the photo of what they caught in Texas.
You see that?
What does that look like to you? I'll have it up.
A skinwalker.
Yeah.
It looks like a skinwalker.
Chupacabra, Texas zoo authorities seek community help in identifying strange creature captured on camera. Texas, June 15th. Wait, that was just a few days ago. I don't know what.
Are you good?
I don't think so. You know, a lot goes on.
We need to get a calendar to
We do.
put up here.
We do. So, a mysterious figure, a seemingly shaggy form, was caught on security cameras in Amarillo. Is that how you say it?
Amarillo.
Amarillo Zoo in Texas, making the city ask for help identifying a creature. The video provided by the zoo security camera went viral after it tweeted for help in identifying the figure. That's strange. Well, anybody know what this is? Last week, the city of Amarillo released an image showing a seemingly shaggy form lurking in the dark outside of Amarillo Zoo's perimeter fence. A motion-activated camera alerted zoo officials after the photo was taken at 1:25 a.m. on May 21st. Okay, so it was a couple of weeks ago.
Thank you.
I'm not so crazy after all. Quote, the Amarillo Zoo captured a strange image outside the zoo in the dark and early morning hours of May 21st around 1:25 a.m. It is a person with a strange hat who likes to walk at night. A chupacabra. Do you have any idea of what this UAO unidentified Amarillo object could be? Okay, they had fun with it.
Huh.
City of Amarillo tweeted on June 9th. Chupacabra, in Latin American popular legend, is a monstrous creature that attacks animals and consumes their blood. I mean, that would explain it, lurking around in a zoo.
Yeah.
The name...
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did he get any of them?
I don't know. The name
That's
is...
what I want to know.
The name is derived from the Spanish word chupar, to suck, and cabra, goat.
I guess because of the...
Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. And can be translated as goat sucker. The silhouette of the object is unrecognizable, though what appears to be two long legs seem to support it from underneath.
It looks like a dog standing up.
I don't know what it looks like, to be honest with you.
It honestly looks like an outline of the Fantastic Mr. Fox, if anybody's seen that movie. That's what that looked like to me.
You know what? You have a point. But that was
Thanks.
a movie. This is real life.
I'm saying that's what it looks like.
Continuing.
What if that's what
It was
that
inspired
movie
by?
was, based off of?
You have a point there. She's on to something, ladies and gentlemen. Quote, was it a person with a strange hat who likes to walk at night? I like to walk at night. I haven't done it in a while. And I'm wearing a hat right now. We should go walk at night.
I'm with the enemy.
You're with the chupacabra. A large coyote on its hind legs. A chupacabra. It is a mystery for Amarillo to help solve. The government said in a light-hearted statement, according to Fox News, chupacabras were first reported in 1995 in Puerto Rico, where they were blamed for attacks on goats, sheep, and other domestic animals, supposedly leaving uneaten carcasses that were drained of blood. Earlier reports described them as a creature that stood upright and resembled a large reptilian kangaroo. The clip captured by the camera has sparked a fierce online debate.
I'd love to see the Reddit threads about that.
Absolutely. Well, here's some screenshots from Twitter. I don't know how to pronounce this. Could you help me out here, English major?
You are too.
I know. Cocopella? Cocopella?
Cocopelli.
Okay. Or werewolf. What is a cocopelli?
I don't know. You asked me to pronounce it.
Let me see. If I can type.
Then if you do that, it'll tell you the correct
This is a-
pronunciation.
Okay. Usually depicted as a humpbacked flute player, often with feathers. Okay.
That's a harsh insult.
Yeah, we're not going with
You
that.
humpbacked flute player.
Jeez. The strange, silly, and serious theories range from Bigfoot, Sonic the Hedgehog, to a jumping coyote. Wendigo or skinwalker, like you said. After 2 Amarillo Zoo clips went viral, San Antonio Zoo in Texas released footage of a mysterious figure and sought the public's help in identifying the strange creature. What in the world is that?
A really overweight horse.
That is a low horse. Quote, a mysterious figure has been spotted wandering Brackenridge Park on zoo security cameras. We are seeking the public's help in identifying this strange creature, the zoo official Instagram page read. Okay, so here's another one. I'll pop that up if I have not already. Thousands of people have weighed in on social media. So that was that article. So yeah, there's 2 creatures. This one looks like a really fat, like, pig.
Or like a donkey.
Yeah. It's like
Or
a
a
pig
pig.
with a donkey face, or a donkey head. And the other one looks like a chupacabra. What's going on in Texas?
Somebody's just probably like breeding things together that they shouldn't be.
You might be right there. So, the next story. That also happened in Texas. Just a couple days ago. UFO chases man filming at space fence in Texas. A quick reminder, the term UFO refers to any unidentified flying object. Lately, many enthusiasts of the unidentified and even the authorities have taken to using the term UAP, which stands for unidentified aerial phenomenon, as the term UFO is related to aliens. But whatever you want to call it, one of those suckers chased this man while he was out of the Navy Space Surveillance System, NAVSPOS, that's what it's short for, transmitter in Kickapoo, Texas. What a name. What's with these Texas names? In the video.
Say that about
Appalachian?
Yeah.
Alright, so I know Appalachian. Is it Appalachia? What are the 2 things that people call it? You know what I mean? Appalachia.
Uh-huh. You're not supposed to say that.
No, I never say that until now. It's Appalachia.
Mm-hmm.
So, just to sum that up. In the video, an unseen man, clearly shaken by his experience, manages to get his camera up and running in order to film a ring of strange lights in the air above his head. "It's back," he cries, as he clumsily attempts to focus on a bright light in the sky. As this light proceeds to warp into a ring of lights which, one by one, zoom off into points unknown, he explains, "I was out here minding my own business, and this thing, whatever the bleep it is, swooped right over my head, within feet."
Maybe he just has like cataracts.
Right. Okay, why is he wandering around
Yeah, that's not minding your
space
business.
fence? Yeah. While some viewers of this video doubt its, truth, claiming that there are no other stories about this experience or that such lights could easily be edited in, others are not so sure. After all, the array of floating lights is a type of unidentified aerial phenomenon that many other people have witnessed for themselves. And though the government has finally admitted that they are aware of these objects as well, they are no closer to identifying them for the shocked and scared people who have been noticing them for years. It's always like certain people that see them all the time, you know what I mean? It's like the aliens pick them.
I don't know if I believe this one.
Really?
I don't know.
Well, I have video.
Just because it definitely seems like he
did it on purpose.
Good.
Yeah. Minding his own business.
Yeah.
Well, I have the video here. So let's play it. Can you see?
A little bit.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's... Fuck. Okay. It's in the grass, sure.
It looks like a possum.
That possum's like...
Hello? Hello? Look at it. Not getting a reaction. Got down there.
Where's the lights? I'm gonna have to agree with the skeptics.
Yeah, that looks staged.
Very staged.
It looks like somebody's in the background with the flashlight going...
Yeah.
Or like a laser pointer going...
Yeah.
See where I can get him to go.
And that footage looked like it was a possum too. So what was up with that?
I think that the possum was a paid actor.
Or a chupacabra?
No, he was a paid actor. But he's being paid under the table.
Right. Well, we debunked that, I guess.
I don't think we officially debunked it.
No,
I think
but...
we just cracked some jokes, really, but...
Yeah. So, what do you guys think? Are UFOs even real? Are aliens even real? Do you believe in aliens?
I don't know.
I mean...
can't decide.
Really?
Yeah. I think there's definitely something out there, but... I think it's just probably something way more different than we could ever imagine.
Did you ever hear the theory that we are the aliens, but from the future?
And that there's just different universes? Like in Rick and Morty, pretty much?
Yeah.
Like that, just
or dimensions.
All different versions, yeah.
Like the Upside Down.
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
I don't know.
If you have any UFO stories, any Chupacabra stories, any dead cat stories, reach out to the hotline, 540-358-1583.
If you have any opinions of what any of those things actually were, let us know that too. We
Yeah,
can
that would be great.
Debate it out in the comments.
Also, if you have any paranormal stories like the recent caller about the orbs, we would love to hear it. We would love to read it. And to the caller that reached out to us, continue on if you have any more. So, still in development of the part 3 of the Jerry Smith story. Hopefully we'll have that out sometime later next week, but thank you all for listening for this episode. It was just like a, little fill-in, fun, weird, spooky, cryptic episode. And Julia, thank you for coming on once again.
No problemo.
It's always a joy. We just shook hands for the listeners. Well,
God.
if if you guys liked the episode, and if you like the podcast, please like, subscribe, leave a review. We have a YouTube now. Like, subscribe, share. Tell anybody who you might think would be interested in us. And also 5-star the show, because that will help us out in the algorithm.
Yeah, have fun with it.
You know, it will lead us up in the charts, get us recognized more, and let this show grow. So, thank you all once again, and we'll see you in part 3 of the Jerry Smith case. And lastly, watch your back. It's Cryptic Out There.